What's up, witches? It's Megan. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do that waterfall ward wash that I talked about on Monday. So we are here in the back room, I guess, of my house. This is our back door. The audio in here is not going to be great because it's really echoey, but I wanted to start here. So if you haven't watched the video from Monday, or if you haven't listened to the podcast, I definitely recommend doing that first. This is going to be sort of a tutorial on how to do the ward that I talked about, the waterfall ward. And we're going to start with my back door. So the first thing that we're going to do here is gather our ingredients. To make this wash, you're going to need vinegar, water, salt, and herbs and essential oils of your choice. The ratio that I use here for the vinegar and water is 1 part vinegar to 3 parts water. So what that means is I take 1 cup of vinegar and then 3 cups of water. Then what you're gonna do is you're going to add your herbs. So the herbs that I'm using for this particular wash are juniper that I dried and crushed myself, and oregano. You can use any herbs that you feel called to use, or if your wash for this ward has a more specific purpose, use those corresponding herbs in place of the ones that I have here. After you add the herbs, then add in your salt. Once you've added in your salt, then go ahead and add in any other essential oils that you want to use in this wash as well. Then you're going to give it a good stir, say your spell, and let it sit for about 10 minutes so that it has a chance to steep in the vinegar and water, and so the salt has a chance to dissolve. As you mix the ingredients, you can say whatever you need to say for your spell. I wrote one here that you can use. So you can say, energetic waterfall, protect my hearth and home, cleanse and ward all entrances, wayward energy shall not roam. Okay, so we are ready to go here at my back door. I have my wash ready. It's been sitting. All of the salt is dissolved. You want to let it sit for maybe 10 minutes. That should be a sufficient amount of time. But I have it here. I have my rag in it, and we are ready to get started. Oh, I should also mention that I did put a towel down on the floor just to catch any of the excess water as it's falling down when we go through and do this particular ward. To do this wash, take your rag, cloth, or whatever you're using and dip it into the bowl. Make sure that you're doing this in an area that it's okay if the floor gets a bit wet. If not, put a towel down before you start. Start from the top of the entrance and let the water drip as you wipe it. You're going to envision the energetic waterfall cascading down from the top of the entrance, starting at the top of your house. If you have more than one story, I recommend starting on the top floor and working your way down. You're going to repeat the process for every entrance in your home, including windows, doors, vents, etc.
I have a very curious kitty. No. She wants to know what I'm doing.
It's as simple as that. And you just repeat the process for all of the doors and the windows and any other entrance into your home. Okay, so that is how you do a very basic waterfall ward. As I said, you can use whatever herbs and essential oils that you feel are necessary for your particular situation and just go from there. This is a ward that, depending on how many people you have coming in and out of your home, you might have to do it regularly, like once a week, once a month, and whenever you feel like it can use a bit of upkeep. These kind of wards do require that upkeep if you want them to continue working properly, but as you just saw, they're very easy to do. I just realized that I forgot to mention, when you're done with your wash for your ward, you want to make sure to dispose of it in a safe manner. But if you dispose of it outside, do not pour it on any plants or plant life, because it has vinegar in it, which is acidic, and it can actually do damage to your plants or your grass. So make sure you dump it in like dirt or gravel or something like that. Or if you don't have those options, it is perfectly acceptable to pour it down the sink. Just make sure that you flush it down with hot water is what I would do. So thank you so much for watching, and if you made it all the way to the end of this video, leave a comment below and let me know what your favorite herb is. As always, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up to help support my channel. And if you'd like to sign up for Patreon, you can help support over there too at patreon.com/aroundthecauldron. As always, I'd love to give a shout out to my patrons on Patreon. So thank you, Jess, and thank you, Rose at wiccanhomestead.com. And I will see you in my next video.